Nolan Arenado, third baseman and Gold Glover, joins us now. Nolan, it's Brian Kenny. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Hey, Nolan, on a day where you're facing Clayton Kershaw, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a battle. We all know that. He's a great pitcher, great competitor, and, we got our workout. We got to work for us, and we got to get ready.
Nolan, it's Joe McGrain. Now, I get as much pleasure watching you play defensively as offensively. Who did you really model yourself after growing up? Was it Scott Rowland, someone like that?
I always like watching, Evan Longoria, Alex Rodriguez, Adrian Beltre. Those are the guys I used to watch. I just really enjoyed watching them play, the way they handled their business, the way they made their plays, the way they threw the ball, everything. So it's just something I really enjoyed, and I always try to resemble.
Nolan, Eric Burns here. The Giants, 3 World Series in the past 5 years. Obviously, the Dodgers get all the attention. San Diego's been getting a bunch of run for all the moves that they made during the offseason. And, of course, it's you guys that get out to the hot start. What do you attribute that to, and do you guys think it's sustainable?
I do think it's sustainable. I think we got to, we're doing the fundamentals right. We're having good quality at bats, and we just got to keep doing that. I feel like we've been able to do that lately. If we could keep doing it, I feel like there's no reason why we can't sustain what we've been doing.
Nolan, take us through that catch. I mean, is it just reaction, or does it come from reps? Do you try to do things over your shoulder and make catches like that? Take us through that.
Yeah, man, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. It was kind of a scary play. I saw the ball go up, and I know the wind there, and I know the ball always comes back. So I knew that I had a chance on the play. I hit the tarp pretty hard. Luckily enough, I was kind of more in shock of what happened. Then I didn't feel really anything until I went to bed that night. So that was good. But, next time I'll probably make sure I look to see where I'm running instead of just going all out like that.
Yeah, but you didn't. Nolan, what's interesting is just even watching it back, you didn't look to your left or your right. How were you able to track the ball running straight back over your head?
Well, I mean, there's been many foul balls over there. Not that I've caught, but I've ran down that way. I know there's a little railing sticking out, and then I know that the bullpen home plate's right there. So I kind of knew those things were in order. But where the ball was going, I knew that I wasn't going to run into it. But I probably should maybe look, because I didn't think I was going to hit the tarp either. And then I hit it, and then I was kind of like in shock.
Speaking of shock, was Tulo in shock? Was everyone in shock? Because if the ball's come up with Claimley, he's out at third.
Yeah, I mean, if I make a better throw. But, people were pumped up. We were excited. We got out of that inning still with the lead. Buster Posey hit a fly ball deep. And, it was a scary inning, but we were able to get out of it. Those fans are some of the best. And when they get into the game, it starts to get a little scary. But we were able to close the door, and it was a good game.
Hey, Nolan, as someone who ran into a wall or two, I just got to tell you, you don't want to look where you're going. Go ahead and just embrace the pain. If you see it happening in front of you, you get a little hesitation, and you wouldn't have had the fantastic highlight that you continue to give us on a nightly basis.
Yeah, I mean, it's still dangerous. I don't like the feeling of getting hurt, and I don't want to do that. But, coming from you, I guess I'll take your advice.
And Nolan, what's funny is like you hear a lot of Major League players say they don't embrace the new defensive metrics because they're not perfect. But when your metrics are so good, do you embrace those metrics?
I really don't pay attention to it. I just try to make my plays and do what I have to do to help the pitchers out. I like making diving plays. I love, getting dirty. So it's definitely something I have to do. And if it can help us win, that's all that matters.
Yeah, you don't have to chart them. You just have to, create them. That's all. Nolan Arenado of the Rockies again. Oh, by the way, second in the National League in slugging as well, doing a great job at the plate. Nolan, best of luck tonight against Kershaw, and great talking with you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.